this cover, there's some screws on top, right here, here, and here. Use a T30 socket, take these out. I'm going to grab this panel and slide it off. Now take these three out. Use the same T30 socket. We're going to remove this shield. In the back, there's a couple push pins. Use some trim tools. Just pull those push pins out. Just like that. Throughout the rest of the shield, there is some 8mm bolts. Just use an 8mm socket. Take those bolts out. Some up here. And grab the shield and slide it down. Now on both sides, take these 8mm bolts out. Just use an 8mm socket. It can be loose. Now take the wheel off, use a 17mm socket. Take these lug bolts off. When you go to take the last one off, just support the wheel in case it's going to fall. And take the wheel off. I'm going to take some of these screws out, use a 8mm socket, take this one out right here. There's one up here. And there's one over here. Take those screws out. This piece comes out. There's a plastic rivet right here. You can just take something small to push the center towards the front of the vehicle, like just a pocket screwdriver. You can pop that out. When we put it back together, we're just going to use a push pin. Now with that stuff out, we're just going to grab the inner fender well and just move it out of the way. You just want to pull it down. If you wanted to, you could take these out just to make it a little easier, but it's not impossible to do it this way. There's a screw right under here we need to access. Use a T20 socket and pull that screw out. That. Now just grab this side of the bumper and just give it a little tug, pull it out. There is a connector you want to disconnect for the fog light. You can see that in there. Just push them to two side locks, just like that, and it slides right off. So you want to do the same to the other side. This vehicle has headlight washers, so you want to disconnect those on both sides as well. They're connected right here. There's a little push tab on the connection on the hose themselves. Push down on that. And then slide that off. Make sure you have a drain bucket underneath. It's gonna run all your washer fluid out. So, in the front, there's two screws. Take these off. Use a T30 socket. Take both of those off. And then the bumper cover is loose. Throw that down. And it slides right off. Oops. Make sure you take this hose off. It just goes to the other side. And it slides off. Now slide the bumper back in place. And this hose that goes to the washer, you can plug that in now if you want. Clip that on right there. And then slide it behind here. There's some clips that hold that on. And you can clip the other side in as well. Line this up. Line the sides up. And just clip it in. Do the same on the other side. And put these screws in, snug them down. Now we're going to connect the fog light. Just line that up. Lock it in place. Now take this screw and slide that in position. There, get that started, and you can tighten that down. Snug that up. Now I'll take the whole inner fender well, line it back in position. Get it folded underneath you, just like that. And take this shield. This is probably part of that, and it's just broken on this one, but get that lined up and put all these screws in place. Right there, up here. Over here. Those all started. And then right here, if you have a plastic rivet, you can use that, or just put a push pin. Line that up, push it in. And tighten these all down. Then do the same to the other side. And put these two bolts in, one here, and one goes right there. And then you're going to do the same on the other side. Now take this cover, slide it in place. It's going to go right there. And get all the bolts started. And before I tighten all those down, put these push pins, make sure they're lined up. And push that up. That's good. Then go around and tighten those all down. Take the tire, line it up. Put the lug nuts on. Lug bolts. Get those all started. Now I'm going to torque these lug bolts to 110 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Now just go around again, double check. I'll put these screws in up top. And tighten these down. And put the screws in up top. There should be 4, 2 in the middle, 2 on the ends, and tighten those down.